Hello everyone and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. So as you can see, we are in March and this is the beginning of our final season and I'll start planting the crops in our fields for one last time for this series. So we have four fields in which we have to plant the crops, that is the field number 4, field number 9, field number 8, field number 7 and field number 2. So for the field number 7, I'll surely be going with the long grain rice and we can plant that in April. And as for the remaining crops, what I have decided is I'll be planting sunflowers in the field number 2. And as for the field number 4, which is right here, I think I'm going to plant corn in this field. And as for the remaining two fields, that is field number 8 and field number 9, I'll surely be going with the sorghum in one of these fields. And as for our final field, I think it could either be the canola or I can go with soybeans once again. And if I look into the crop calendar, you can see the best time to plant the canola is August and September. And in order to harvest the canola, I will once again have to wait till next year because they will be ready by July in the next year. So I think that won't be a great idea. And same is the case with the barley and I think wheat as well. Yep. So in that case, I think I'm gonna go with the soybeans in one of our field number 8 or field number 9 and surely with the sorghum in any of these fields. So since it is March, we can only start by planting the sunflowers in this month, which I'm gonna do in this episode. And since field number 2 is quite big, so I'll be busy in planting the sunflowers in that field all by myself. And as for the potatoes, I'll still have to deliver them to our potato processing plant, which I'll be surely be doing, but only once I have done at least one time lapse of planting sunflower in the field number 2. So straight away for this job I am gonna use my John Deere tractor. There it is. And let's attach our planter to the tractor, which is right there. Hopefully we have enough seeds with us in the planter that should be able to finish the planting work in field number 2. Let's quickly check. There you can see we have almost 90% of seeds in our planter, which I think should be enough at least for the field number 2. So I won't be refilling the planter and straight away let's move to the field number 2 and I'm gonna start planting the sunflowers. So here is our field. It's a big field and that's the reason I am going to plant the sunflower in this field because the yield of sunflower is, I think, comparatively low than if I go with corn or sorghum in this field. So I'm gonna start from this side and I'll surely be doing the headlands first and then we'll move up and down in the field. So into the steering assist, I will enable it as well. There we go. And now to select the correct type of seeds. There it is. So there we go. And you can see we are planting sunflowers in our field number 2 and this surely will be the final crop for this field and also for our other fields that we are gonna plant in the coming time. And in that way I'll be finishing with this series once we are done with the harvesting season for this year as well. And as for the temple construction site, I'll surely be completing it before we end the series, even if I have to do another time skip, but I'll be doing that only after I have sold all of our products machinery and the fields that we own. So as of now, I'm going to continue with planting the sunflowers in field number 2. I'll be doing the headlands first, and then only I'm going to move up and down. And I will try to do at least half of this field in our first time lapse. And after that, I'm going to deliver all the remaining potatoes to the potato processing plant, for which I'll be using our telehandler. And once that will be done as well, I will once again continue with planting the sunflowers so that we can finish it. And that will conclude this episode, because I don't think we have anything else to do in this month apart from planting the sunflowers. So I'm going to continue, and I will see you guys after some time. Well, as you can see, I'm continuing with planting the sunflowers in our field number 2, and I think I have almost done just over half of the field. So I think it's the time to stop with planting the sunflowers, and I will now jump into the telehandler so that they can start loading the potatoes into one of our trailer, and I will deliver all the potatoes to the potato processing plant. So I'm gonna stop right here. There we go. Let's turn off the tractor, and I will jump into our front tractor. There it is. And you can see we already have our crown trailer attached to our front tractor. So I'm gonna park it somewhere right here. I think this position will be best to load the potatoes in the trailer. And now for the telehandler. There it is. And I will leave this pellet fork right here. And I think I have placed my bucket right there between our garages that we have constructed. I think I have placed it right there, if I remember correctly. Yep, there it is. So let's get it attached to the telehandler. There we go. So although we have a capacity of I think about 2300 liters, but still I think we have right about 30 to 35,000 liters of potatoes right here. So I'll be using this bucket and the telehandler to load all the potatoes into the trailer, and you can see we can fit in over 2500 liters of potatoes in a single bucket load. So this won't take much time. I will quickly finish all this loading work, and then we're gonna take the potatoes that we have to the potato processing plant. We'll deliver them, and I'm gonna once again activate making the potato chips. And as for our next task, I'll surely be finishing planting the sunflower in the field number two, and that will be it for this episode. So I'm gonna continue with loading the potatoes into the trailer, and I will see you guys once we are done. So there you can see I am done with loading all the potatoes in our trailer, and we have just over 30,000 liters of potatoes. So I'm gonna deliver them straight away right here at the potato processing plant. And once again, I'm gonna activate this production. So let's dump all the remaining potatoes. There we go. And now into the factories. And there is the potato processing plant. I will activate the potato chips, and I'm gonna activate only this one, for which it will be using the canola oil. There we go. So you can see we have just over 31,000 liters of potatoes with us. And as for the canola oil, it is right about 4,000 liters. So I think this oil will be enough to process all the potatoes that we have, and it will convert them into the potato chips. Hopefully, I don't have to deliver any more oil to the potato processing plant. So I will leave this tractor right here, and I think it's now time to jump back onto the John Deere tractor so that we can finish with planting the sunflowers. So into the John Deere tractor. So there it is. And once again, I'm gonna continue with planting the sunflowers in our field number two. And this time I'm gonna finish this task, and that will be it for this episode as well. And I think before I end this episode, I will also check the prices of sunflowers. I think this is the best time to sell our sunflower oil. And I do believe that we have a few pellets of sunflower oil with us. So into the prices section, and there is the sunflower oil. Yep, you can see the prices are at their best. So I'll surely be selling the sunflower oil pellets that we have before we end this episode and the month, because I don't think we'll be getting any other chance to sell them, at least any other better chance to sell the sunflower oil. So once I will finish with the sunflower planting in the field number 2, I will once again take our flatbed trailer and the fan tractor to the oil mill, and I'm gonna load all the pellets of sunflower oil that we have onto the trailer. We'll take them to the farmers market and we're gonna sell them, and then only I'm gonna end this episode. So I'm gonna continue with planting the sunflowers once again, and this time I will see you guys once we are done.
Turn this up.
So there you can see we are on to our final row of our sunflower field, and if you look at the amount of seeds, we still have right about 60% of seeds left in our planter. So I think it will take me another pellet or two for filling up our planter, so that we can also plant the sorghum and corn in our fields. And as for our third and final crop, apart from the long grain rice, I will see if I'll be going with the soybeans, or should we go with any other type of crop apart from the sorghum and corn, which I am surely gonna do. So there you can see we are done with planting the sunflowers, and let's take back our tractor and the planter to our farm, and I'm gonna park them right there. We're gonna need this tractor and the planter once again in the next month, because I think I will first start planting the long grain rice in our field number 7, and I will also try to plant at least one more crop. It could either be the sorghum or the corn. I think I'll be planting at least two crops in the next month as well. And along with it, I'll also be removing the weeds from our sunflower fields, because the seeds will germinate and we surely gonna see a lot of weeds in this field. And apart from the weeding work, I will also have to fertilize our sunflower field, for which I'll be using our fertilizer sprayer. So back to the farm, and I think for now I'm gonna park our tractor and the planter somewhere right here. There we go. And once again, into the crop calendar, you can see the best time to plant the corn is in April and May. As for the long grain rice, it is April, and as for the sorghum, it is once again April and May. And for the soybeans, it is still the same. And if I go with any other crop, you can see the barley and canola and wheat. I think I won't be doing any of these crops. Although I could have done the oats, as the best time to plant the oats is in March and April. So we'll see. I might even change my mind, and instead of going with the soybeans, I can go with the oats. Although we have plenty of oats with us, and since we have quite a few soybeans in our silo, there you can see. I think planting the soybeans will also be a good decision, so that we can get at least 20 to 30,000 liters of soybeans more once we harvest our soybean field. And in that way, we are going to sell all the soybeans all together in order to make a decent profit from this crop. So we'll see how the things goes. As of now, I'm going to jump into the Fen tractor. There it is. I will leave this trailer right here, and let's quickly find our flatbed trailer. I don't remember where I have parked it. Hopefully it is in this farmyard. Well, there is our flatbed trailer, and you can see we have plenty of pellets of dairy products here, along with pellets of eggs as well. The so let's first attach the trailer to the tractor. Now what I will do is I will remove all these pellets from the trailer, and I will see you in just a second. So there we go. You can see I've placed all these pellets near our bakery, and we have plenty of pellets right here. We have plenty of bottled cow milk, butter, strawberries and sugar, as well as the eggs. And I don't think I'll be delivering all these products to the bakery, because I think we'll be making the products in our productions only till December or January, because since January will be the best time to sell most of our products. So I will deliver only the products so that they can last till January. As for the remaining pellets, I'm gonna sell them as it is. And I think for our final episode, that will be in February. As for in-game February, the upcoming February in the game, so that in January we are gonna proceed with selling all of our products and the grain that we are gonna have by harvesting our final crops. And as of in February, I'm gonna sell all of our machinery, fields, as well as a few of the productions, and we'll see how much money we are gonna make. And before I end our final episode, I'll also be ending with the temple construction work, which surely will take quite some time, because I don't think it will be finished by the coming February. So once again, I'm gonna jump cut a lot of time so that we'll be finished with our temple construction work and selling our machinery and our fields in our final episode itself. So here we are at the oil mill, and there you can see we have loads of pellets of oil, although most of these pellets are of canola oil and rice oil. But for today, I'll only be selling the pellets of sunflower oil that we have. There you can see. I think can get easily about 5 to 6 pellets from here. So I will quickly load all the pellets of sunflower oil onto the trailer, and I will see you in just a second. So there you can see we got 5 pellets of sunflower oil from our oil mill, and this will also be the end for the sunflower oil production, at least for this series. And we are now left only with the rice oil and the canola oil, which we'll be selling in the coming time. As of now, let's quickly move towards the farmers market, and I'm gonna sell all these pellets, for which I think we are gonna make right about 35 to $45,000. So see you at the farmers market. So here we are at the sell point. Let's take a ride from here. So once again, my guess will be right about 40 to $45,000. Let's see how close we can get to that mark. There we go. Well, not exactly $45,000, but we did manage to get well over $40,000 for the sunflower oil. And that will be it for this episode as well. Let's quickly head back to the farm, and then I'll be calling it a day. And as for the next episode, I'll surely be seeing you guys in April, so that we can start planting the long grain rice in our field number 7, which is right here. And along with it, I think I'll also be planting either the sorghum or corn in one of our field. And as for the remaining two fields, I'm gonna plant the crops in them in the coming time. That is for sure. As for our other products that we have to sell, we are now left only with the canola oil, for which I think the best time will be to sell in November. And as for the rice oil, it will be in June. For the potato chips, they can be sold in any of the month. As for the dairy products and the bakery, I'll be selling all of them in the January. And as for the clothes, I think the best time to sell the clothes will be in April or May. I will quickly have a look. Yep, you can see we'll be getting the best value for our clothes in next month. So we are gonna also sell all the pallets of clothes that we have in the next episode itself. And along with it, we'll also be planting the long grain rice and either the sorghum or corn in one of our field. So that will be it for this episode as well. I hope you guys like this video, and if you do so, then do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. As of now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.